Those doing ritual have the assurance of time. Individual acts of art do not have to depend on permanence of the materials, only the permanence of the soul. World, soul, without end. I create a peace. I wipe my hands, my feet, my body. It remains in the fabric of time, threading through the millennia, remembered and forgotten 1,000 times over, yet there, seen, not seen, experienced as part of the air. 1993. I've always been interested in history and how history flows, you know, and what happens and the drama of history and what that means to the average person. People have often talked about the Black avant-garde of the 60s, and, you know, I was involved with that, but I was involved with it later on in the 60s, heading towards the 70s. But you might say that with the insurrection of 1965 in Watts, that really kind of started that, the movement, shall we say, the movement of washing out pretty much all Western ways of thinking, materials, you know, painting, sculpture with stone, and so on and so forth, and just trying to find our new vocabulary for ourselves. So my thinking about the body also had to do with a lot of things, my personal history, my love of dance and movement, and all of the energies that your body takes in. We all have those times where we just get stuck, and it's kind of painful. I mean, it's, you know, looking at an empty page, if you're a writer, you know, what to write down on this clean piece of paper. Oh my gosh, it's frightening. And similarly with a canvas, actually there is, I don't know if I can call it a Senga-ism or a Nengudi-ism, but I have this idea that a bouncing ball is unpredictable. So be unpredictable. So if you're in that situation, if I take a ball and I, you know, bounce it across the room, it's going to make me move in particular ways that I might not have thought about before. So breaking through in that way helps me to get to the next point, and also being in this, you know, being in the state of being and not thinking of the future or the past, that gives me an avenue into doing something different. You know, I can't do things that other people do. I can only, you know, do things in a way that feels like I'm really doing something. You know, I look at art as a big ship, and there's enough room for everybody, because everybody has a different aesthetic, and it's just like language. Each person responds to a different language. And so whatever, you know, this is big enough for everybody. So if it's big enough for everybody, I don't have to worry about doing something like somebody else did. I have enough space to do it in my own way.